Brian Brander grew up in the small town of Medlake, Saskatchewan. He fell in love with the sports of volleyball and basketball at a young age and hasn't looked back since.
Basketball and volleyball, they mean everything to me. It's been a big part of my life since I was a kid. Playing since I was 5 years old, my dad brought me in playing basketball.
In high school, Brian was a two-sport star. In his junior year, he led the Carpenter High School Spartans to a 5A provincial championship and a provincial bronze medal in basketball. The next year, he would deliver bronze and silver in those two sports. After his high school career was over, he would go on to play basketball at Lakeland College in Lloydminster.
Brian just returned home for the summer from Lakeland College. Everything seemed to be going great until one night after supper, he fell and collapsed into a grand mal seizure.
Honestly, that was probably the scariest time I've ever had in my life. Life's been perfect so far. I never had a health problem in my life, just played sports my whole life, been in great physical condition, and then one day
doing the dishes after supper, and he just fell over and was like convulsing and his body was rigid, and yeah, just fell over just like stiff like a plank.
no idea what was going on. Doctors didn't know what was going on. I was scared for my life, you know.
After a month of not knowing what was going on, the doctors would diagnose Brian with arterial venous malformation, or AVM. AVM is a rare malformation which creates warped arteries that weakens the walls of the veins and makes them prone to bleeding. Only 10 people in Saskatchewan are currently diagnosed with AVM, and the uncertainty of what the AVM is almost as scary as the malformation itself.
We really didn't know the seriousness of it, so it took a little while and a little bit of research to realize that yes, this is very serious and my son has a chance of dying. He looks healthy, but he isn't.
Since the AVM is in Brian's frontal lobe, it made the risk a lot higher. The only options were living with AVM and not knowing what might happen, having surgery and risking the chance of losing his speech or short-term memory loss, and the last option being radiation, which, if successful, would shrink the malformation. The Branders chose radiation and Brian completed the therapy in September. With the future still uncertain for Brian, he plans to do the only thing that he has control of.
Always staying optimistic about the thing, and I know I'm going to beat it.